Balcony pharmacy. That's what my neighbor called my patio before she stopped buying cold medicine. Want to know why? Look, I'm not saying Big Pharma is shaking in their boots because you planted some echinacea, but when your herb garden starts handling more problems than your medicine cabinet, that's when things get interesting. I'm about to show you 19 perennials that come back every single year. Plant them once before 2026, and you'll have a living pharmacy that doesn't expire, doesn't need refills, and definitely doesn't come with those terrifying side effect warnings. And if you stick around until the end, I'll tell you about the plant that saved my sanity during finals week. Spoiler, it wasn't legal. Wait, no, it was totally legal. Calm down. Hit that subscribe button on Plant Care Secret right now because we're turning your garden into a green dispensary. Echinacea, purple coneflower. The immune system's best friend, and honestly, it's doing more work than your multivitamin ever did. This purple beauty fights colds like it's getting paid overtime. The roots, flowers, leaves, everything is useful. Plant it once and it'll multiply like your mother-in-law's opinions at Thanksgiving. Zones 3 to 9, full sun, and it literally doesn't care if you forget to water it. The emotion you should feel right now, FOMO. Imagine having this during flu season. Oh, lavender, the overachiever of the plant world. Anxiety? Lavender tea. Can't sleep? Lavender pillow spray. Headache? Lavender oil. Minor burns? Lavender. This plant does everything except file your taxes. And let's talk aesthetics. When this blooms, your garden looks like a Pinterest board came to life. Zones 5-9, love sun and deer hate it. Win, win, win. If your outdoor space doesn't have lavender yet, what are you even doing with your life? Calendula, pot marigold. The skin's personal bodyguard. Cuts, scrapes, rashes, dry skin. Calendula petals make an oil that heals faster than your ex moved on. And bonus, the flowers are so cheerful, they should come with a serotonin warning label. Self-seeds everywhere. Plant it once, you'll have it forever. Zones 211. Yes, basically anywhere humans can survive. Meet the plant that stopped soldiers from bleeding out on battlefields. No pressure. Yarrow is the herb equivalent of duct tape. Fixes everything. Fever, yarrow tea, wounds, yarrow poultice, digestive issues, yarrow. It's been used for literally thousands of years, which means it was healing people before modern medicine decided to charge $40 for a Band-Aid. Zones 3-9, drought-tolerant, and spreads like gossip. Chamomile, perennial Roman chamomile. The bedtime tea that actually works. Forget counting sheep. Chamomile calms your nervous system like a weighted blanket in plant form. Anxiety, insomnia, upset stomach. This little flower handles it all while looking absolutely adorable. Zones 4-9, part shade to full sun, and it smells like apple-scented peace. The happiness herb that grows like a weed, because it basically is a weed. Mood booster, stress reliever, cold sore treatment, and it makes the best iced tea you've ever tasted. Warning, it spreads aggressively. But honestly, when something this useful takes over, I'm not complaining. Zones 3 to 7. Plant it in a container unless you want lemon balm everywhere. Mint, peppermint. You already know about mint tea, but did you know peppermint oil treats headaches, nausea, and IBS? This plant is so easy to grow, you could probably insult it daily and it would still thrive. Zones 3 to 9, any light condition, and yes, it will try to conquer your entire garden. Let it have a pot, not your soul. Brain food, literally. Sage improves memory, fights inflammation, and makes you feel like a witch brewing potions. The studies on sage and cognitive function are wild. This isn't folklore, this is science with pretty leaves. Zones 5-8, full sun, well-drained soil. Also excellent with chicken, multitasking at its finest. Tiny leaves, giant impact. Antiseptic, antibacterial, respiratory support, and it makes your garden smell like an Italian restaurant. Thyme tea for coughs is legitimately effective, and planting it between stepping stones means you get aromatherapy every time you walk outside. Zones 5-9, practically indestructible. Okay, story time. Junior year of college, finals week. I had 3 papers due, 2 exams, and approximately 0 functioning brain cells. I was surviving on coffee and existential dread. My roommate's mom had given her this weird little potted plant, lemon balm. She told me to make tea with it. I was skeptical because, I was 20 and thought energy drinks were a food group. But I was desperate. So I made this tea that smelled like if sunshine was a beverage, and within 20 minutes, my anxiety went from screaming internally to, okay, I might survive this. I used that plant the entire semester, made tea every morning, and I swear it's the only reason I didn't have a breakdown in the library. That little pot of lemon balm got more use than my actual textbooks. After graduation, the first thing I planted in my apartment balcony, lemon balm, then lavender, then chamomile, and suddenly, my tiny outdoor space became my personal pharmacy. That's when my neighbor noticed. She'd see me out there every morning, harvesting leaves, and finally asked what I was doing. When I explained, she literally said, "So you've got a balcony pharmacy?" She started coming over during cold season for echinacea, then for lavender during her stressful work project. Now she's got her own medicinal garden and hasn't bought chamomile tea in 2 years. This is the power of planting once and reaping forever. Are you feeling it yet? Bone and tissue healer. The old-timers called it knit bone. That should tell you everything. External use only. Makes incredible salves for sprains, bruises, and joint pain. Zones 3 to 9, grows in shade, and produces so many leaves you can use it as mulch. Efficiency level, expert. Bee balm monarda. Antibacterial, antifungal, and bees lose their minds over it. Steam inhalation for congestion, tea for digestive issues, and the flowers are edible. Your garden will look like a botanical fairy tale. Zones 4 to 9. Migraine sufferers, this one's for you. Clinical studies back this up. Feverfew reduces migraine frequency. Plus, it's a pretty white flower that deer won't touch. Zones 5 to 9. Full sun to partial shade. Nature's sedative, and honestly, it works almost too well. For serious insomnia and anxiety. The roots are potent. Medieval monks used this, Vikings used this, your great-great-grandmother probably used this. Zones 4-9, and the flowers attract cats. Fun fact, weird fact. St. John's wort. The mood lifter with actual research behind it. Used for mild to moderate depression. The yellow flowers look like little suns, which feels appropriate. Zones 5 and 9, loves sun, spreads readily. Note, interacts with many medications, so research first. For soothing everything from sore throats to skin irritation. The roots make a mucilage that coats and calms, makes incredible herbal infusions. Zones 3-9, loves moisture, and yes, this is where marshmallow candy originally came from. The women's herb that helps with menstrual cramps and heart palpitations. Been used for centuries for reproductive health and cardiac support. Zones 4-8, easy to grow, self-seeds enthusiastically. Not just for cats, humans can use it too. Calming tea for anxiety and insomnia, digestive aid and fever reducer. Your cats will thank you. Your nervous system will thank you. Zones 3 to 9. Holy basil, tulsi. The adaptogen that helps your body handle stress. Reduces cortisol, supports immune function, and tastes amazing. This isn't regular basil's boring cousin, this is the overachiever. Zones 10-11, but grow as annual elsewhere or in pots. Plantain, plantago. Not the banana, the weed in your yard that's secretly amazing. Drawing poultice for splinters and bites, anti-inflammatory, and it's probably already growing somewhere near you for free. Zones 3 to 9, grows anywhere. Zero maintenance. Here's the truth. Pharmaceutical companies aren't evil, but $30 for a bottle of pills that gives you 12 different side effects? That's a business model I can live without. These 19 perennials will come back every single year. They'll multiply, spread, and provide. You plant them once before 2026, and they'll still be making medicine in 2030. Your outdoor space can be more than pretty, it can be powerful. Imagine walking outside and picking your own headache remedy. brewing tea from plants you grew, having salve ingredients growing in a pot. That's not just gardening, that's freedom. If you haven't subscribed to Plant Care Secret yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button. We're building gardens that fight back against overpriced everything. Drop a comment telling me which plant you're adding first. And if you've already got a medicinal garden, brag about it. We love to see it. Plant once, harvest forever. That's the secret. See you in the next one. Now go start your balcony pharmacy.